Donald Trump doesn't play by the rules. He makes his own. Forget morals. Forget principles. Trump believes that power is the only game in town, and he plays to win. Trump believes the world is a brutal place. Only the strong survive. Trump sees the world from a purely materialistic perspective. Every relationship, every deal, is about who comes out on top. He's a businessman, and the world is his boardroom. Forget diplomacy. Trump prefers leverage. Want proof? Just look at his trade wars, or his threats to leave NATO. Trump's opponents criticize his recklessness, his impulsiveness, his danger to global stability, and they're right to be worried because Trump doesn't back down. He doubles down. He thrives in chaos, and he believes it creates opportunities, and he's always ready to exploit them. For Trump, the bottom line is clear. Money equals power, and he has plenty of both. He uses his wealth to influence politics, to silence critics, to get what he wants. And he doesn't care who he steps on along the way. Forget religion. Forget ideology. In Trump's view, the world is now ruled by two things: money and media. They are the new gods of the world order, and he is their high priest. Trump understands the power of the media, and he manipulates it masterfully. He uses it to spread his message, to attack his enemies, to control the narrative. He knows that perception is reality, and he is a master of deception. Money, of course, is the other pillar of Trump's worldview. It's the source of his power, the key to his success. And he believes he can buy anything: influence, loyalty, even silence. Trump sees the world as one giant casino, and he's betting everything on himself. He's willing to take risks, to break the bank, because he knows the house always wins. And in his mind, he is the house. This new world order is a dangerous place. It's a world without rules, without values. A world where the strong prey on the weak, and a world where truth is whatever Trump says it is. History for Trump is not a linear narrative of progress. It's a series of power struggles, of winners and losers, and he sees himself on the winning side. Always, he points to the fall of the Soviet Union as a prime example, a victory for the West, the triumph of capitalism over communism, but also, in Trump's view, a cautionary tale, a reminder that even superpowers can crumble. Trump views the rise of China with a mixture of admiration and fear. He admires their economic strength, their ambition, but he also sees them as a threat, as a rival for global dominance. The Middle East, in Trump's opinion, is a region ripe for exploitation. He sees their oil wealth and internal divisions as a weakness to be exploited. He's not interested in peace in the region, he's interested in profit. Trump's interpretation of history serves his own interests. It's a narrative designed to justify his actions and his pursuit of power. And it's a dangerous distortion of the past, a distortion that could have dire consequences for the future. Part 4. Trump's global chessboard, controversial moves and their impacts. The world is a chessboard to Trump, and he's playing a high-stakes game. His moves are often unexpected, sometimes reckless, but they always have a purpose, and that is to further his own interests, no matter the cost. His decision to withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal was a prime example, a move widely condemned by the international community, but one Trump believed would cripple Iran and strengthen America's hand in the region. His cozy relationship with authoritarian leaders like Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un raised eyebrows, but Trump saw them as strongmen, leaders who understood the language of power, leaders he could do business with. His trade war with China sent shockwaves through the global economy, but Trump insisted it was necessary to protect American jobs, to level the playing field, even if it meant hurting American consumers in the process. Trump's actions on the world stage have been destabilizing. He has alienated allies, emboldened adversaries, and left the world a more dangerous place. Part 5. A World Adrift? Reflections on Trump's legacy. Donald Trump's presidency has been a wild ride, a roller coaster of controversy, norm-breaking and shattered expectations. He has shaken the foundations of the world order and left the world wondering what comes next. His supporters praise him for his strength, his willingness to stand up for American interests. His detractors denounce him as a demagogue, a threat to democracy. The truth, as always, is more complicated. Trump's legacy will be debated for years to come, but one thing is certain: he has changed the world, for better or for worse. He has shown that the old rules no longer apply, that anything is possible, and that the future is up for grabs. So where do we go from here? What lessons do we learn from the Trump era? How do we rebuild a world order fractured by his chaotic reign? These are the questions we must grapple with now. The answers, sadly, are far from clear.